said that to really understand the most famous endurance race in the world, you have to live through it. It's a battle against one's own limitations, exhaustion, and competitors. It's being committed to one day and one night with a consistent team until you reach the limits of your performance ability. That's the There's only one goal for Audi this year, to defend its title. Many things remain the same, like the battle between Peugeot and Audi in the lead, but one essential thing has changed. In 2011, the Audi R18 TDI is introduced as an entirely new sports prototype concept. Audi sends its latest endurance weapon to the track in an effort to win its 10th victory in Le Mans, the Audi R18 TDI. It's got some big shoes to fill because the previous cars had some great results and much success. Of course, the R18 has a big challenge ahead. It has to prove in the 24-hour race in Le Mans that it's not only fast in the qualifying rounds, but also over a 24-hour period. The compulsory downsizing of the LMP1 cars can especially be seen under the hood. It's a completely new motor, a V6, small, compact, sturdy, light, and very powerful. But the changes aren't only under the chassis. For the first time since 1999, there's no longer the convertible feel to the new Audi LMP1 race cars. Because of the new pit stop regulations, the driver change isn't the most important thing anymore. So having an open car isn't necessary to save time. There was really no other option than to have a closed car if we wanted the best performance.
Das Optimum haben möchte, dann muss man ein geschlossenes Auto machen.
The Audi LMP1 race car was equipped with further innovations, using an Audi ultra-lightweight technology for a consistent lightweight construction, as well as LED headlights optimized for racing. The Audi R18 TDI, prepared for the 10th victory at Le Mans. The great unknown is the car, but the things that are well known are the drivers. There haven't been any changes in the squad of drivers. Let's take a look at the drivers' parade from Friday evening. The boys look so jolly before things get serious the next day as they enjoy the unique feeling of Le Mans.
Noch einmal auf sich wirken lassen.
Like the carnival in Rio, and all that at a motorsports event. That only happens at the drivers' parade in Le Mans. The drivers are certainly impressed with the spectacle. This event's just insane. The fans really give us a lot of motivation for the race.
I don't think there's any other race in the world that has got this sort of participation from the town, the city of Le Mans.
Audi has Mulsanne curve is also really hard to brake in. We drive a bit to the right while braking. The car wants to shift, but you have to hold steady and brake until the last groove, and then take one of the slowest curves in Le Mans in first gear. Then we come up to the Indianapolis curve, one of the really fast curves, which you take at nearly full speed for a short time, and then brake hard and take the left curve in second gear. It's important not to brake too hard here because there's not much room around the gravel bed, and if you do, then the race is probably over and you can forget about becoming champion. Then on to the R18, one of the really slow parts, if not the slowest part here in Le Mans. You take it in first gear and it almost feels like the car is standing still. It's really easy to make a mistake here. Then accelerate hard towards the Porsche curves, which is the nicest part of the track for me here in Le Mans. You really need to be bold through these curves and take them in fifth gear. The slowest you go is 260 kilometers or 160 miles per hour. It's like going through a tunnel of crash barriers because there's not much room to move here. Then we're almost at the finish line. But first there are two chicanes, which you try to take as well as possible, of course. You can't go too quick.
Ja, das war.
Yeah, that was brutal. You want to know how he's doing. You want to hear his voice.
Man möchte die Stimme hören.
But he was lucky. The R18 TDI's monocoque held firm. McNish climbs out of the wreckage himself and isn't seriously injured. The team's relieved. But the Scots' shock from the crash was very apparent afterwards.
Physically fine. I was checked over by the circuit doctors
also in the hospital, and by our Audi doctors as well, who monitored me through the night and today. Mentally, you know, no problem. You put these things behind you very, very quickly.
After 8 laps behind the safety car, the race resumes with the 23rd lap. The 2 remaining Audis are leading the pack after 100 laps. Andre Lotterer in the lead and Mike Rockenfeller right behind him. The Audi R18 TDI with the number 1 came to a horrifying end in the 120th lap. Reminiscent of McNish, Mike Rockenfeller also collided with a GT car while entering the Indianapolis curve. Shocked faces in the Audi box once again. It looked like Rocky was trying to pass a slower GT who started drifting to the other side of the street. Even though he flashed his highs before passing, the other car just rammed into him. Rocky was going about 300 kilometers or 185 miles per hour, so he was slammed pretty hard into the crash barriers on the left and right. He then climbed out of the car himself and jumped over the crash barrier, and the marshals found him there. He was taken to the medical center in an ambulance. He was still able to speak and is now being checked out at the hospital.
Und ist jetzt zu einem Scan-Check ins Spital gebracht worden.
Shortly afterwards, a sigh of relief. Mike Rockenfeller's not seriously injured. Of course, the relief's far greater than the disappointment. It's amazing that nothing happened to both of them in these terrible crashes. In the last 6 hours of the